Hello everyone, and welcome to the complete guide on how to install a parking brake block-off plate or do a parking brake delete on your YFZ 450. I'm going to go over the different tools that you need, and then I will show you how to install it. Let's get started. Okay, let's start by looking at the different tools that you're going to need to install this parking brake block-off plate. So starting on the right, I have a 3/8 ratchet, a 12mm socket, a 6mm hex wrench or socket, a 4mm hex wrench or socket, and then I have my Alba Racing parking brake block-off plate. This was 10 bucks plus shipping, so very affordable. And the part number for this is ASBOP-L. Alrighty, so now that you have your tools in order, let's start with the installation. So we're going to start up with our installation on the left handlebar where our parking brake lever is. And this is one of the main reasons that you would want to do this parking brake delete, is it really cleans up your whole handlebar setup. So you're getting rid of this whole assembly here, and it just makes it look a lot cleaner. You're getting rid of this cable, and then I'll show you the nasty stuff that you get rid of that's actually on your caliper. Other than that, it doesn't really do anything. Weight loss, you're losing like half a pound. It is purely for cosmetics and just clearing up this area here. Alrighty, so the first step is to start removing this assembly here and then the cable. So I have a 3/8 ratchet with a 4mm hex socket on it, and I'm just going to take out these two bolts on the top. Okay, and now we have access to the bottom here where we can start working on the removing the cable. So we're going to take our 4mm hex once again, break these loose, and we can remove this little plate. Now you want to keep track of the order that all of this stuff comes in, because if you want to resell your machine, you want to be able to give the person back the parts that it came with. So now we're going to just manipulate the lever here a little bit and twist it so that the cable comes out the side, and then we should be able to just pull this pin out like that. So you can see we have a little slot here, so we're moving the cable over and then moving the whole assembly up. And that's it for that step. Okay, moving on to the back of the machine, you can see this cable, spring, lever, we're going to be removing all of that, and it's really going to clean that up. So we're going to start by removing this with our 3/8 ratchet and 12mm socket, and we're going to be removing this bolt, this one, and this one. So just two 12mm should come out fairly easily. If you have a rusty ATV, which most people don't, you can hit it with a little bit of penetrating fluid, but you can see, and I haven't touched these before, they're coming out really easily. So we'll just take these the rest of the way out, and then we can fish our cable out from the plastics. Okay, and then you can see that this whole assembly just pops off like that. And there is a gasket. I'm going to take that with me because if you notice, the Alba block-off plate actually has a really nice O-ring around it, so it's going to keep the dust out for you. Okay, now over on the right side of the engine, you're going to want to identify your parking brake cable. The one on top is your clutch. This one is your parking brake. And you can see a little rubber grommet on a hook. What you're going to want to do is just push it out of that grommet so that it's free, and we'll let you pull it out. So now you can start tugging on this line. Mine's really snug because there's a zip tie up there. Just gonna keep pulling on that until it comes all the way up. So I just have a medium-sized flathead, and I'm going to pry up on this just a little bit to open it up enough so that my cable can come out easily. Now that we have the cable all freed up, we can go to the back and start pulling it through. And if it gets hung up on anything, you might have to go up to the front just to help it along with whatever it might be snagged on. Alrighty, and with that out, you can already see how much cleaner this area looks, especially once we put that on. It's going to look really nice. So now we're going to take the two included hex bolts and a 3/8 ratchet with a 6mm hex socket on it, and we're going to install the plate. No torque specs on this. Snug is good. All it's really doing is keeping the dust out. It's not actually holding anything together, so that's a good thing. Gonna snug these up. Perfect. And with that, you have successfully installed your block-off plate. Thanks very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember to like and subscribe, and I will leave my Instagram on the screen and in the description. You can see just from here how much cleaner it all looks. None of those yucky cables, and especially up by the handlebars too. So for 10 bucks, I think it's a pretty good investment.